Paimon remains still unable to see anything. They offer Direidyth refuge in the cave. During the conversation, Direidyth reveals she is searching for the Savior, a figure from her homeland's prophecy. She also tells us about a sage who prophesied doomsday is coming and Savior will reveal themselves soon. She is stunned to see how closely the traveler matches the Savior's description, except for the gender. The traveler quickly realizes she is likely referring to their sibling. This revelation shocks Direidyth as well.
Use Loot Bar to get up to 25% off on Genesis crystals. Select your desired pack UID and server. The top-up will be delivered quickly and safely in your account. I personally used this to gift Welkins, with over 50,000 positive reviews and trusted by these partners. Use the link to get 10% additional off.
Confirming that the savior she seeks might be the traveler's sibling, deepening the mystery of the key and the sibling's activities in Natlan. After realizing the traveler matches the description of the prophesied savior, Direidyth pleads to meet the traveler's sibling, believing they hold the key to saving her homeland. However, Paimon explains that the traveler is also still searching for their sibling. Understanding their shared goal, Direidyth proposes that they work together. She reveals that a doomsday is inevitable, and only the savior can prevent it. For her safety, she remains hidden in the cave, while the traveler returns to Janssen, who reports that the war has reached a stalemate. Janssen reveals that Abyss Order is engaging in some kind of meditation. Traveler talks to soldiers to boost their confidence. When the group reunites with Citlali, the traveler reports this strange behavior. Citlali reveals that in a dream, a foreign noise had entered Natlan's ley lines, suggesting a disturbance from another dimension. Upon hearing this, the traveler shares their experience with the invisible monsters near the cave. Janssen, concerned, warns the traveler to be cautious around Direidyth. Returning to the cave unannounced, the traveler is attacked by Direidyth, who mistakes them for a monster. She apologizes, explaining she's injured and starving. The traveler cooks a meal for everyone, and over dinner, Direidyth opens up about her desire to explore the world beyond her homeland. Suddenly, abyss monsters appear again, invisible to others. The traveler holds Direidyth's hand to see and fight them. That night, the traveler stays to watch over her. But while looking at the hibernation-chamber key, they fall asleep. In their dream, the traveler sees their sibling speaking with the Lord of the Night, but the vision is interrupted by sharp pain and a mysterious voice in the darkness. The mysterious voice whispers about doomsday and the birth of a savior.
And the birth of a savior.
They wake up to find Direidyth holding their hand, saying she felt they were suffering in their